all the way from work. He did not take it out on the agberos or the road or the drivers or anything. He brought it home and now had to be physical with your mom. God, please take this guy far away from me. He should never near me to even say I like you or anything. God forbid. From olden days, from days before, from our forefathers, it is the men who do the asking out, not the women. I should pack my own money and go and beg a man to marry me. Like how now? Hey people of God, hi my tribe, welcome back to this space, welcome back to my channel. It is yours truly, maryvianneyagain. Yo, you guys already know from the thumbnail and the title of this video, you already know what yours truly is here to talk about. So with no further ado, let's get straight into the video. Sometimes you don't really know people until you've had like conversations with them. Maybe the first time you might have had a conversation with them the first time, and you do not conclude on the kind of person they are, but after a second conversation and a third conversation, you already know the kind of person they are. Do you understand? So for me, I know that a lot of us go through this thing, or we've been with people, or a lot of us have this kind of thinking. So a couple of weeks ago or months ago, I think it's been a long time though, and I had a conversation with someone particularly, and the person said some things to me, and it got me thinking, is this person okay or are they all right? What's really the problem? Because I don't get it. Sometimes women, we are the one that bring ourselves down. We talk down on ourselves, think about things that are impossible or things that are possible to correct, but we refuse to correct them and just choose to stay with them. I had a conversation with this person, and it was about abuse, marital abuse, physical abuse, and there was another person there, and the person was like, oh, their father used to beat their mom while they were younger, but the mom stayed. It was because of work. The man was taking out his frustration on their mother because from work he had a bad day, or maybe something might have happened at work, and he's taking it out on the mom. And I couldn't place my head around it, and I'm like, why would your dad be taking out anger or anything that has happened to him on your mom all the way from work? He did not take it out on the agberos or the road or the drivers or anything. He brought it home and now had to be physical with your mom. And this person was trying to justify why the man was physical. I'm like, there's no justification to being physical. And he was like, but now the father doesn't beat the mom anymore because he's now like a better person. But like the mom stayed, she endured. And I'm like, what if he had killed her then? Is this what you would be saying? And the lady, the lady is so funny. And she was like, yeah, it's good to endure that. Then when she was young, their father doesn't used to give their mom money for food if they have issues. Like if her dad and the mom has issues, the dad will not give them money for food. And I'm like, why would your dad suffer you guys because of what your mom has done? No matter what, you don't let people go on hunger strike because you are angry with them. That's wrong. And they're trying to justify. She's like, but now the mother is enjoying because their sister is well to do, and anytime she has money, she sends it to the mother instead of the father. I'm like, and so what? What are you saying? I don't understand these people. Oh. So I was trying to convince them, and at some point, it felt like it was to no avail. Like they still stood on their point. Like it is good to endure. These are people who grew up from a certain home and that thing built them. But for me, I feel like if you grew up in an abusive home, it should be something that will grow you even as a man into a good man. It should shape you into a good person, not being like the person your father is or your mother, either of the party who is an abuser. You get? But these people grew up in a home that they feel like it is right or it is the common thing that people do and it is normal to them. But for me, it is not normal. I left them and I'm like, you know what? There are some people you don't just butter words with. You just look at them and be like, there's nothing you can say to them that will change their mind. That is their wealth of growth. That is the way they were brought up, and they've bought that idea and they are good with it. So me said, I left them alone. I like, they discuss on a matter. But in my mind, why that guy was saying, oh, the mother endured and all that, and the father isn't doing it anymore. In my mind, I just pray like, God, please take this guy far away from me. He should never near me to even say, I like you or anything. God forbid. I don't even want him to come close to me and say, I like you. With this kind of mentality, never. Another time, a random conversation between I and the lady again. We're just talking about, oh, how rain was falling, and it's like, I said I like sleeping when rain is falling. I love it very well. I was telling them how we used to sleep at home when rain falls, that we'll sleep over time. And they're like, no, it's weather for two, weather for two. I'm like, to me, I do not buy that weather for two. So we're just joking about it. And I was like, okay, how about me that don't have a man now? What will I do about weather for two? So we're just gisting and laughing. And the same lady, this is like months after the first discussion we had, and she's still like, but I can ask a man out now. If there is someone I like, I can ask him out. And I'm like, why would I go and ask a man out? I can't too. I can't. That I cannot do that. From olden days, from days before, from our forefathers, it is the men who do the asking out, not the women, that I can't. And she's like, there's nothing wrong with it. There's one other man there. The man was like, there's nothing wrong with it. And I asked the man, was it your wife that married you, or you married her? Because this one you are now asking me to go and make advances to a man. I don't understand. So the lady said, no, there's nothing wrong there, that even if a man is not ready, I can give him money. Like if I have money and he doesn't, I can give him money to marry me. Then we get married. Then maybe when he's now buoyant enough, or okay, he can pay me back. And I'm like, why would I give a man money to marry me? I don't understand. A man that is not ready is not ready. A man that is lazy is lazy. You want me to start what I cannot finish? I should pack my own money and go and beg a man to marry me. Like, how now? Sometimes I don't understand these people. And this lady, I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, this is the second time you are saying something that I don't get. I don't understand. Are you all right? And she's married. I was not thinking, oh, was she the one that married her husband? Because you can't tell. Some ladies who collect contribution or any big money, even loan, and give it to their man to marry them. If a man that is not lazy is working hard and he knows that you are the one for him and he wants you, he will definitely look for ways to get married to you, not you begging him or giving him the money to go and pay your bride price. So there was one other woman there, like a mature woman, and she's like, no, and she's even married with grown-up kids, and she's like, never. That she has a sister who was with a man, but the man wasn't ready to marry her. And she left him because they dated for like 4 years. She met somebody else who they dated for, is it 8 months, and they're about getting married. And sometimes the person might not be your own. So you don't have to force the person, because you force the person to get married to you, give the person the money to get married to you. Will you be the one to be paying for the children's school fees when children comes? That's a whole lot of responsibility that you should not start. I don't know if you guys get it. And this is the second conversation this lady is having with me that I'm already thinking, it's like, this lady know, maybe she know the alright. Who knows? Okay, you guys will think that is alright. Another fateful day this year, just another random conversation with this particular lady that I like, the same lady I'm still talking about. And we're just talking about something, I don't know how we even entered into polygamy. And she's like, do you think if my husband wants to marry another wife, I will tell him not to? I won't do that, because she is from a polygamous home, so her mother endured it, so there's nothing wrong there. I was shocked. It was surprising, and I'm like, do people like this exist? This is something that maybe her husband hasn't even thought about it, but she herself is thinking about it, and she's seeing it as a normal thing to share her man in this age and time with another woman. That one shocked me. I had another friend around, and She was like, wait, oh, are you saying that you would allow polygamy in your home? Like, she said yes, because she's from a polygamous home. And I'm like, hey, I just told her, now one for you. You, I never understand you. Three times now, you said things that is worrisome. And I don't know what to think. I don't know if you need help or not. For you to just think that polygamy is something you can deal with, you would have to share your husband with people, your children's school fees. Sometimes you might have to be the one to cater for them because he has other responsibilities. So I'm now wondering, a young lady who just got married, she doesn't even have a kid yet and is already saying these things, thinking about these things, is like, is she okay? Because sometimes you don't know how people are. You might have had a conversation with them the first time, it doesn't really matter. Some of us say some things that we don't really mean, but like three times now she has said something that is worrisome, and I'm beginning to feel for her. I'm beginning to get scared for her. Like, is she in a good marriage? Is she good with her partner, or is she just saying it because of her brought up, like her upbringing, like where she was brought up? Is that why she is like this? Has this shaped her into something else? That's why sometimes where you bring up your children, like the environment where your children grow, is very, very important because it shapes us into who we become in future. Some people grow up in an abusive home relationship, and it shapes them into thinking that it is a normal thing for a woman or a man, either of the parties, to be abused. They feel like abuse is a normal thing. Why some grow up to see the pain of the one who is being abused, they grow up to see the pain and it's like, I don't want to turn out like this. So if you grew up in a polygamous home and you see nothing wrong with it, so I am now beginning to add it together, do some addition and subtraction, and I'm like, okay, she said that when her father and her mother has issues, the father will not drop money for food. The mother would have to thrive, look for a way to sort them out. That means the man will feel like, okay, he can go and eat from his other wives and leave this one with the children stranded, and their mother has to suffer, go about looking for their daily handsmeat. This is someone who should have thought about the pain of her mother, but she didn't think about it. She saw it as a normal thing because our parents will be going through something and they will cover it up. They would not let us know about what they are going through. So we now see it as, oh, they were being strong and it's the norm. It is not the norm, sis. So I know that a lot of people are like that, who have that thinking that it is normal for these things to happen in a home or in a relationship. No, it's not normal. It is not. Our parents went through a lot, but now in this age and time, we should know better. We are no longer in their time. There are things you can still accept, but certainly not polygamy or abuse, or taking the responsibility of a man and allowing your man to be relaxed while you become the husband of the home is not acceptable. Let's work on our thinking. Let's be good to ourselves. Let's be better persons. These three things she has said to me in different occasions, I had to do addition and subtraction, and I came to a conclusion that something has affected this lady and it's not good at all. I pray that she does not have kids and bring them up in the same way. It is really bad. That's why sometimes when you have an abusive relationship, it is better. I know it is hard, but it is better to just walk away because your children grow up to carry that trauma. Because what you do in front of children, they will hold on to it for a longer period of time. She's seen their mother being strong and it's like, okay, she didn't die, I can equally do it. But that thinking is not normal. At her age, early marriage, she shouldn't be thinking about something like that. I don't know if you guys agree with me. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Am I the one just overthinking it or overreacting? Is it the normal thing? Do you think abuse? No, and I know nobody thinks abuse is normal in a relationship. But let me just ask, do you think abuse is a normal thing and we can endure it and later get better? Do you think I should give my man the money to go and pay my bride price because he is not buoyant enough? And do you think polygamy is it? I don't know. Do you think men are the trophy? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, okay? And yeah, that's it for it. Do not forget to click the subscribe button down below. Thumbs up this video, share to a lot of people, okay? And please drop a comment in the comment section. Comment on my beauty as well. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.